Hey y'all, how are you doing? My name is Ginger Tree Studio, you can call me Vinny, and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a sketchbook tour of my 2024 sketchbook. Starting off, I have a couple of stickers on here. Most of these are picked up from like bargain bin type things, and my cat is trying to jump up on the table. I'd prefer if she did not do that. Please don't. Yeah, I know. Right here, the Beet sticker I have. Oh, hi kitty. Hello. Hi. Excuse me. Yeah. No. Oh, so the Beet sticker I have right here, this is by SageStitchCO. And then right here I have a sticker by Yarbro, I think. I will write their names down in the description. Starting off, on the inner side of my first page, I have the type of sketchbook. This is a Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. I really like this. I have another video coming out of a decorating my next sketchbook, and I use another Strathmore mixed media sketchbook. I started this last January, and I finished it like yesterday. The only things that are covered up right here is like my personal information in case it gets lost, and then I have like some cat stickers in the corner. My first page, oh, hi cat. She's being weird. Is a Meet the Artist page. I have a drawing of myself on here, a couple of cats. I like this drawing, but there's definitely a couple things that are like anatomically wrong. Like this shoulder, since I'm kind of tilted, this shoulder should be like over the fold in the clothes. My eyes look kind of weird and my neck is too big and it's weirding me out. And also, I'm not sure why I drew my glasses on my head. Those aren't sunglasses. Those are my real glasses. So yeah. Next, I'm gonna be honest, the first like third of the sketchbook, I'm not super proud of. This page is okay, but this page is definitely pretty lazy on my end. I have a couple sketches of some cats. I like this one up in the top left corner, but this, I think it's a cool idea to like glue in, like different sketches, but this is like really lazy right here. I don't like that at all. Like, I definitely improved a lot, but even like my standards like 6 months ago, that's bad. This page I do like. Again, I have a problem with drawing really thick necks and really big ears, but I do like the idea of the sketch. I like the person's eyelashes. I like the way I did their hair. And it's a little boring of a spread, but I like it. Next I have, oh, this is actually when I was designing my logo and trying to design a couple prints. I never ended up making these, but I might in the future. In this page, I think I made a video about this. I'm not quite sure. This is one of my OCs, Ezra, who is a character from my Dead and Breakfast series, which there's no content on my channel, but maybe in the future. Oh, and the lyrics on the side of it, it's Beautiful Boy by John Elton, I'm pretty sure. Next up, you can see little sticky notes I made, because I do not like either of these pages. Because over here, we have kind of the same problems, really thick necks, really big ears, and just off-looking stuff. I'm going to let my cat out real quick. She's being a pest. Come on. And these, like it said, these are all just random characters. These aren't OCs or anything. They're just little designs I tried. And over here is one of my characters from another character from Dead and Breakfast. And again, I did her so dirty here. Like, she's supposed to be really pretty, Tamsin Saris, and I don't know what's going on with her jawline in these pictures. I do like the little doodle I did of her up here, but that's about it. Is it? No, okay. The next page, I have some Mob Psycho fan art. I like the concept of it. They're just kind of weird looking drawings. Like, my art style has changed a little bit, so this just looks weird to me. Like, Mob's eyes look really weird. I don't like the way I was doing noses, and then this hand just looks wonky. Next up here, expression practice. Again, same problem, really, really thick necks for some reason. But I do kind of like this page, kind of. It's alright. I like the hairstyle I did right here. I might turn this into a character because I really like that hairstyle. Next up, more sticky notes. This, I think I made a video on this, but this is just a random character I tried to draw. It doesn't look very good, I'm gonna be honest. And then over here, since the shoes on this page look so bad, I tried to redraw them over here, and I think they look better, but they're not great. And then I like this drawing up here. Next up. Okay, so a fair warning, there is a lot of MHA fan art in here, but it's not canon MHA, it's different AUs that I've made over the years, and they're all pretty cringy. But this is my ghost AU, where Zuko is basically like a vigilante. It's a whole thing. If you guys are interested, I'll explain it, but I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that. So we have a couple of, I don't like this full body sketch. His hair looks really weird and the lines look just like too clean. It doesn't look very good. And then over here, I don't mind that sketch. It looks all right. Next up, you see these, I want to like diversify my layouts a lot because these are the same layout, like, a bust shot on the left and then like a full body on the right. I don't really like that. But this is another character from Dead and Breakfast. This is Banksy, a god in, the world of Dead and Breakfast. I like his design, but I feel like it's too simple for a god, and, his eye placement looks kind of weird since he's, a cyclops, technically. Next up. Oh, I like this page. It's, pretty simple, just, two cats. I'm pretty sure I filmed this, too. I might have filmed it, but I'm not sure if I posted it. But yeah, pretty simple. I like it. Oh, I definitely, this is, I think, my second video that I posted, because I remember doing a watercolor, video on it. This is lyrics from Frank Sinatra's, one of his songs, one of his really popular songs. I don't remember, but this is Banksy, and then, a guy named the Innkeeper, more characters from, Dead and Breakfast. And if you guys are interested on the lore of Dead and Breakfast, I think I talk about it a little bit in this watercolor video, but I can make like a full video explaining it if you're interested. More Dead and Breakfast characters that look really whack. I tried doing some different colors. I had a really limited color palette with the Copic markers I was using at the time, so this doesn't look very good. And also his proportions just look off. He looks really young when he's supposed to be like 20-ish, 23, something like that. And then another drawing of Tamsin Saris that I did really dirty. I don't really know what else to say about that. It just doesn't look very good. More Dead and Breakfast. I didn't realize there was this much in here. Full body of the Innkeeper. And you can see there was a lot of pencil transfer on here. I think I wanted to like make this into a collage. But after I had looked back on this a couple days ago and I just decided not to. This would be kind of weird to have my current art style on a page from 6 months ago. Next up, I like the idea of this page. It's I saw like a Tumblr post on like a modern witch that I thought was really cool, and they use like baseball bats and runes and like all that fun stuff. But this is like a good example of my same face syndrome. Like all these characters look the exact same except for their hair, and also their outfits are really boring considering they're supposed to be like witches. I think I could have made their outfits a lot cooler. So yeah, and also I probably could have colored this and I think that would have looked cooler. Oh, I did this page on a video. I remember making a short about it. I like this page. This is one of the first like full collages I have in here. The cats look kind of funky, but I think it's a cool idea. I probably could have added some more like shading in there to make it look a little better, but I like it. And then this side, I tried to do something at an angle. Like I wanted to like have the underside of her jaw visible, but I didn't really know how to do that. So it just didn't happen, and now her jawline just looks really weird. And also her ears look odd. I'm not really sure why they look like that. And this is another Copic drawing I did with a really limited color palette. Here we have more MHA fan art. This is again from the Ghost AU. Again, with a really limited color palette. But despite the colors not looking great, I actually like this layout. I think both these spreads are really cool. Even if that's not his design anymore, I kind of changed it up. Next, more Ghost fan art. I also changed the design after this because I decided I didn't like the he looks like George Washington with his hair tied back like this, because I want him to have longer hair, but I also don't want him to look like a dude from the 1700s. But this is kind of like a big lore drawing that I have kind of changed since then. What's next? I remember doing this on video, and I think it actually looked better before I redid it, because I do not like the way this one turned out. All the colors just look really off. Because again, I was doing this before, like, with a pretty limited color palette. I think this was the first drawing I did when I got a like 180 set of Ohuhu markers, and I'd like to brag, I got them for 50% off during like Michael's something sale. So I got them for like $80 when they're supposed to be like 160. But this one I definitely did with like my regular Copic markers that were drying out, and it just doesn't look very good. This one over here, same kind of problems as earlier. Thick neck, weird ears, and honestly, I don't mind this page, but I think if I added like something to the background to cover up the white, I think it will look better. Here's the final third where I'm actually kind of proud of some of the stuff in here. These are two new OCs from a new story called Dr. Stein's Solution to Savage Spouses, which I can explain if you guys are interested. I remember posting this as a short. This is an OC named Leslie Mason, and then this is Henry Stein. While the proportions are a little weird, I do like the concept of this drawing. I think it looks pretty cool, with like the contrasting collages on each side. Here's a random sketch page I did at one point. I think I was just trying to fill space at this point, because I was trying to do like some facial practice, which didn't look that good. Yeah, I think I was just trying to fill space. I was going through like some art block because there's like a pretty big time jump from this is in June and then this is in December. So I was kind of going through some art block here and trying to get out of it. But yeah, this is another page I like. More Dr. Stein. Did I change up his design at all? I changed up his design a little bit, and then I continued to change it later. But here's a little doodle I did. I have another sketchbook that I use at school. It's a little smaller, but this is a doodle in that I ripped out to stick in here. Here is an unfinished page of all the Dead and Breakfast characters, and if you can see, this jumps back to June. So there's a lot of jumping back and forth between June and September, or December, I mean. Here is a drawing I actually like of Tamsin Saris. I don't actually remember what this character's name, but the drawing doesn't look too good. Banksy in a different form, Ezra, and then the Innkeeper, and then more Banksy. Here is another MHA AU, except instead of Ghost, it is Jester. It is another Vigilante AU, and I actually have some more content on it, that I could share if you guys are interested. But I'm not going to explain the whole thing. This is an aged up version of Hitoshi from My Hero Academia. That doesn't really look like him. Kind of same face syndrome over here. I do like this drawing, but this doesn't really look like Hitoshi at all. Oh, here are some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle drawings. I tried to do like a whole thing where I was going to post it, but I never finished the series, so I didn't end up doing it. They're all human designs of all the different turtles from the, I think I was doing the Mutant Mayhem versions of them, because I was watching the Mutant Mayhem series at the time I was drawing these. I like these designs. Yeah, that's kind of it. I feel like their faces look a little weird, but that's kind of it. And I'm kind of losing the too thick of neck syndrome that I got going on. Ooh, here's a page I like. This was very recently, this was like 5 days ago. I did some torso practice, just to kind of, I don't know, practice it. And then here is an Arcane style study I ended up doing. I'm watching Arcane right now. I'm about I'm on the second season. I'm almost through it, but I'm not finished yet. But I really enjoy the art style. This doesn't entirely look like Arcane. I think my jawline looks a little weird compared to the size of my hair. But I think that's pretty cool. We're getting towards the end here. Here is another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. This is I like the spread a lot. I think it would have been cooler if I outlined each of the turtles. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I think I kind of tried to go off the art style that we see Leo use in Mutant Mayhem when he's drawing his like cringy comic in the beginning of the show. Next, we have Raphael out of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's his human design that I don't think fits him very well. I feel like Raph would be a little bit, I don't know, substantial in size compared to his brother, which is a weird way to put it. Here is more Leslie fan art for, I'm saying fan art like they're not my own OCs.
I don't know where that money's coming from, to be honest, so.
Excuse that. Leslie, I don't think, she's a 1950s housewife, and she's a very mentally unstable. So this is, I saw this picture on Pinterest that I kind of based it off of. I can probably put a picture of it in right now. More Jester fan art, and I ended up changing both their designs later because I didn't like either of them. Actually, I don't mind this design right here, but his design, Izuku's as Jester, is too boring right here. And you can see the marker bleed through from the other page, so he has a weird green stain on his crotch. Here is a reference of Jester's costume that I like a little bit more. Here's actually a decent drawing of a shoe I did, because usually I can't do that. And I think this page would have looked cooler if I outlined everything, but I did not feel like it at the time. The last couple of the pages of these get a little lazy. More Jester fan art. This is Ariaka Tani in the Jester AU. Probably would have looked better if I outlined it, but I didn't feel like doing that, so. And then here is a concept drawing I did for a Jester. I want to turn this into like, I want to do it digitally to make it look a little nicer. But this is very early in the Jester AU, like when Izuku's 14, because the rest of it is set when they're like 23. This is a shadow practice I saw, because I see a lot of people doing like really cool stuff with highlighters, and I don't really have the skill to do that, but I tried. I think that's my cat. I don't know what that is. I'm pretty happy with this. You can see I started outlining it and I never finished. So yeah. This page is a hand drawing reference that I'm pretty proud of. I did this in October. But I think I did not feel like filling out this page, so I just glued it in. And down here, I tried to draw another shoe, and then I can't draw shoes to save my life. So over here, you might ask, like, oh my gosh, what happened? Over here, the last page in my sketchbook, I forgot about the drawing on this side, so it bled through really badly. And I could probably fix it up if I just outlined Henry over here. But I might go back and do that, but I haven't done it yet. And then, so this is more Dr. Stein's solution drawings. Leslie Mason, this is a full reference of her, and then Henry Stein. This new design that got covered up by the marker bleeding. And lastly, we have a redraw of the very first page. So I'm just going to go back to that, the Meet the Artist page, and then we have what I hope is a lot of improvement from the beginning of the year. I'm very happy with how this page turned out. The only thing is, I kind of wish I kept some of the yellow that was used in the original color palette. But yeah, I think I improved a lot over this year, even if there aren't a ton of drawings in my sketchbook that show that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was so busy with school that most of the drawings I did in 2024, at least later 2024, were done on my school sketchbook, which I have sub-taped right here, which I'm going to show you if I could peel it off. Just, I might cut this part. Okay, so here we go. First page is a drawing of Ghost without his mask on. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I think it looks cool. More Ghost. More Ghost. I like this. I like the pose in this. Jester. I like his pants in this one, at least what we see of it. if I can turn the page. Leslie, this is a whole like rant she has, because the Dr. Stein story involves a lot of religious themes, and this is kind of her whole rant about that. If you want to read it, I'm not gonna make you guys listen to me read it. And then I think the last drawing in here is another one of Leslie, which I really like. This, I think I saw a mouth washing fan art that kind of had this more like downturned eye style that kind of looks a little more, I don't know, Tim Burton-y. So I tried that, and I really like this one right here. It kind of looks a little similar to my Meet the Artist page, the styles of it. And I think that is it, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.